It went from, I think that they've got this handled, I'm sure that they can, to we got to go right now.
Night with chaotic weather across much of the nation, from scorching heat to thunderstorms and heavy rain. Millions of Americans are under flood alerts tonight, and flash flood emergencies were declared in parts of Kentucky and Tennessee this morning after torrential downpours dropped nearly a foot of rain in some areas. Entire neighborhoods are underwater in Union City, Tennessee, where residents were rescued from their homes and evacuated. In the rest of the South, it's the heat making things dangerous for 65 million Americans. It's been that way almost every day this summer in Arizona and Texas.
Tonight, severe weather slamming parts of the South.
I want you to see how deep this is.
Nearly a foot of rain falling over 24 hours in northwest Tennessee. The flash floods forcing emergency evacuations. This trailer park community under waist-deep water. Some 24 people rescued onto dry land.
I looked outside and literally everything in our yard had floated away. I had to get my cat and literally like the clothes on my back.
Almost up to our porch now.
A frightening scene in Union City, Tennessee. Video taken from a front porch showing the widespread high water levels. Parts of Kentucky and Alabama soaked too, leaving this roadway washed out. This comes as the record-breaking heat makes a comeback across the South and West. Millions of people from Texas to Arizona under triple-digit excessive heat warnings as folks brace for the return of oppressive temperatures.
Good evening, guys. This is another episode of What's Going On and What's Going Wrong around the world. Some of y'all think this is a joke, but I'm here to enlighten y'all. We don't have much time. We are at the 11th hour. Since this is a joke to you guys, let's go ahead. Let's start by joking. I got a few jokes for y'all.
Difficult.
The Saudis, the prince, he wanted nuclear technology with very few strings attached to be provided to Saudi Arabia, enrichment of uranium. He wanted an ironclad guarantee that if Saudi Arabia is attacked by Iran, the United States will step in and go to war for the kingdom.
Israeli.
But y'all don't know what's going on. Y'all rather party every weekend. Okay.
Mexican authorities say one person died after their car was swept away just north of Santa Rosalia. Now, as California deals with the deluge, Hillary's fury is moving north.
And just as California braces for the storm, these lights swaying as Los Angeles was hit with a 5.1 magnitude earthquake.
Chief, I'm really sorry to interrupt you right now. Our studio is shaking right now, so not only are we dealing with a tropical storm, but it appears we're now dealing with an earthquake.
This is the first time we've had a magnitude 5 since 1932 in exactly this location.
There were no reports of any damage or injuries from the quake, and experts say it is not related to the severe weather.
No, we ain't paying attention at all. We ain't paying attention at all. The signs and the warnings are being foretold, but this is what we doing. You know, we want to have a good time, we want to party, but it's time for all that too, and it's not time for this.
From Hawaii to the south and the Pacific Northwest, wildfires are burning all across the U.S. Now in Washington, deadly fires have scorched more than 20,000 acres, forcing thousands of people from their homes, now even shutting down a major highway.
Oh, my God.
Wildfires in Washington state torching more than 35,000 acres and killing at least 2 as thousands more rush to evacuate. Hundreds of firefighters from multiple agencies fight the flames. 2 wildfires, the Gray Fire and the Oregon Road Fire, responsible for nearly 20,000 scorched acres alone. Some residents returning home only to find ashes.
Is this normal? I mean, I'm trying to think, like, I can't remember the last time we had this much event. Is that normal occurrences going on? Look at all this.
their home.
The deadliest American wildfire in more than a century. 114 people are now confirmed dead, more than 1,000 people still missing.
Workers have scoured some 85% of the disaster area in Lahaina, and according to the governor, the remaining 15% could take weeks, and this as an approaching storm threatens to make those efforts even more complicated. Fears of permanent displacement are growing among survivors of the Lahaina fire.
We had a housing crisis before this fire. This took it to another level.
FEMA says it has approved more than $5.5 million in aid for 2,000 households so far, promising each will receive an initial one-time payment of $700 for critical aid assistance. But with the sky-high cost of living in Hawaii, the Morales family who lost their home say that critical aid isn't nearly enough, and they still haven't been able to access it. The Lahaina fire was one of 4 that broke out on the island of Maui earlier this month.
It's happening worldwide, y'all. Still wait, be alert, pay attention to what's going on. It's happening worldwide. It's not only happening to normal people. The highest, the millionaires, they're getting hit too.
Welcome to my home in Malibu. How's it going?
He recorded the charred smoking remains as he returned for the first time to size up the devastation.
Wow.
And it is absolute destruction for Miley Cyrus. Her $2.5 million compound now rubble. Here's Victoria Ricano.
Here on Miley Cyrus's property, everything was destroyed by the fire, except for her recording studio behind me.
The rainbow-colored structure, a bright spot amid disaster. My animals and love of my life, Liam Hemsworth, made it out safely, and that's all that matters right now, Miley tweeted. Singer Robin Thicke shared video as he fled flames.
Look at this. We are in the middle of it.
Girlfriend April Love Geary posted this sad photo. Our house is gone. A closer look inside reveals twisted, scorched debris. This mansion, up in flames, belonged to Kelsey Grammer's ex-wife and Real Housewives star Camille Grammer.
Oh my God, please God.
A woman driving to escape the Malibu flames sobs while praying to make it out alive.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
And there is heartbreak for celebrity doctor Robert Heisinger of TV's Biggest Loser.
It's like a nightmare.
We're there as he and his fiancée Raquel arrive for the first time amid powerful gusty winds to see nothing remains of his once stunning.
And I believe that was last year too, when the fire had just started. But back to y'all. This is what we want to do though, right? This is what we want to do. We're so far gone. We lost our ways. There's no telling, like, cause when shit goes down, when it hits home, ain't no telling. Ain't no telling how for y'all gonna survive. Cause y'all not paying attention. Y'all not. I see it. You know, I'm not any better, but I'm trying to get mine right. I'm trying to get mines right. And the people around me. So it's a lot of work to do, and we're not even halfway there.
1,000 people were evacuated across the province, while 30,000 more have been told to be prepared to leave. Authorities have also ordered tourists to avoid the whole region of Kelowna so as not to block roads. Canada is experiencing its worst ever wildfire season. An area roughly the size of Greece has already burned over the last 4 months, almost twice the area of the previous record.
Authorities in Turkey evacuated another 5 villages near the northeastern border with Turkey on Sunday. Strong winds whipped up the flames, and civil protection authorities warned of an extreme fire risk on Monday in the region around the capital Athens and other parts of southern Greece. Heat waves have continued to hit areas of southern Europe, including eastern France, with experts suggesting the frequency of unusually late high temperatures are down to global warming.